Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Minecraft Exodus. In this episode, we are going to be spending quite a bit of time hanging with Rothnado for a new project. Let's see, right off the bat though, we are going to start off with finishing the rest of the backpack upgrades that were not able to be finished in last episode. So to start off with, this is the upgrade for our barrels. Got this gold upgrade. Now diamond upgrade. And there. Now the other upgrade. There's the iron. Gold. For the backpack. The gold upgrade. And now the diamond upgrade. This diamond upgrade gets us 8 times the amount of items in the same slot. Meaning now, for every single slot in this, if I do that, 512 per slot for something that would normally be 64. And now for this upgrade. There. That lets us have an anvil attached to our backpack instead of needing to have this physical anvil. Now, the tank upgrade. There. Now there is a tank attached to the backpack. Oof. Not know that that was going to take up 2 parts of the backpack. Well, it's fine for now. If it becomes an issue later on, I might change it out and have a different backpack that's just tanks. But for now, it should be fine. Now, there's a few more upgrades in here. This is for another these. And finally, now this, for this backpack, is a newer one that I just recently made. Alright, and now, not that one just yet. Nope, right here. This allows us to grab the pickup upgrade 1. Pickup upgrade 1. Need one more piece of redstone for number 2. Oh, and that's pickup upgrade number 2. Now for that, I plan on making this backpack have ignored that match item and ow. So this is the filter for things that are allowed to enter the backpack. This is basically going to be a backpack that can help me just not have to deal with excess items filling up my inventory like coal or dirt, deep slate, stuff like that. That instead of going to my inventory, it will just automatically go straight to the backpack and be stored with a storage space of 512 per slot, which is going to be helpful. And then if I end up needing any more space, then I can just use the filter upgrade. But for now, this should be good. Probably end up adding more to this filter as I find more items to pick up. Any sort of redundant items will be brought here instead. Now, do that, and this plate's the only thing I pick up. The rest all goes straight into here. There we go. So that's the first thing I wanted to do. I just wanted to get that out of the way, and I am actually going to take that out because I don't like the tank upgrade being in there. Instead, I'm going to move it to I guess instead we'll move it for now just in a chest. Alright. So now that we have those done, there's that backpack that will finish dealing with all of that garbage that we don't want in our inventory. Those are storage backpacks. That's for next episode. Alright. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of all that armor. And we're going to start off with this. Regular compass, and now let's get the explorer's compass. This explorer's compass lets us choose any single biome that we want to try and find, and or a structure. For example, the let's see, what structure do we want to find? Let's find a classic pillager outpost. Oh, there is not one in a 10,000 radius. Wonderful. Ancient city. There we go. There are the coordinates up there for an ancient city. At -256, -1776. If we want a bastion remnant, it's not going to find it because we're in the overworld, but that's the point of it. That we can find any biome we want, which will be extremely helpful for exploring. Alright. Next, enchantment table. We're not going to do much with this episode. It's more so going to be helpful in future episodes, so we're just going to make that and keep it there. But now instead, this is going to be armor. This will be my new armor because although this does give the bonus of luck, health, or some other bonuses, it's not as good for protecting me. Alright, next. We need more cursed chests. Specifically, as many as we can make. Now we've got 8 cursed chests, and we can't actually move on past this point until we move forward with these chests. So the way that these... Alright, it's just a statue. I don't know why these end up spawning, but I've seen them a few times. Stone statues. Dislike them. They make me think that there's some sort of enemy here. But anyway, these chests, I'm not sure if I've found any graveyards while on recordings yet, so in case I haven't, these chests spawn naturally during the graveyards in the Ice and Fire mod that adds the dragons, like that one right there. when you open them, they spawn ghosts. Now, this alone is a pretty insignificant fact. The ghosts just seem like a really annoying thing. They float around, cause damage, disappear, I guess. What we need is for a bunch of ghosts to spawn, because ghosts have a possibility of dropping something called a phantasmal ingot. That is what we are after. Phantasmal ingots. So there are 2 more ghosts. No phantasmal ingots there. No phantasmal ingots. The drop rate of the phantasmal ingots from a ghost is around 2.5%. So this might take a while. If this set of chests don't work, I'm going to break them and replace them. And I will be back when a phantasmal ingot drops. Yeah. That's what I'm gonna have to do. So, see you all soon. Alright, welcome back. This may seem out of place because the previous episode had a lot more than what just occurred before you. However, that's due to the fact that the phantasmal sword that I was trying to get, actually, this ingot requires it to be dropped by naturally spawned ghosts rather than the ghosts that are from the first chest. So there were some issues with that, and we couldn't end up getting everything going. So I postponed the episode until now. So today is when we will be doing the rest of that episode and hanging out with Rothnado in a new dimension. If you know what the Twilight Forest dimension is, or Twilight Forest mod, this is a brand new dimension that adds quite a few different bosses and a bunch of other interesting stuff to the game. That is what we will be doing in this episode. Instead of using the Phantasmal Blade, I've just decided to keep the Decrepit Flameberg. However, before that, there are some things we need to do. First thing we're going to do is create those charm belt and fragments that we've been looking at for a while. It's the reason why we've been trying to get so much of this. But these charms can be very helpful in creating a much better sense of security, I guess. The way that these work is you just have one slot regularly. As you add in more charms, you'll have more and more slots, but you can see right there with the skeleton charm, skeletons can no longer see you, which is a wonderful fact, because I've been collecting a bunch of these to create a ton of different charms. With these, very few things can see us. Well, not very few, a lot of things can still see us. But a lot of the most basic mobs cannot see us, including creepers, which is extremely helpful. And this is what I wanted after my base blew up in the first episode. Which, it did get cut out, but the base blew up twice that episode. The one that I showed off at the end of the episode was actually the second time that the base blew up. magma cube. Other than that, I've also been doing a lot of work with the mob farm. The mob farm is primarily increased in usage based on a mod called Hypothesis. We have touched on it quite a bit. But Hypothesis allows you to upgrade farm mob spawners. With upgrading a mob spawner, you can get a lot more mobs per second. I'll show you how that works and what I've done so far with it in a moment, once we finish doing this part. So, the iron golem portion of the farm will not work until we have gone to the nether, because the iron golem spawner requires some conditions to spawn that we haven't met. And when you go to the end, you can go and find a you can find chorus fruit. Chorus fruit allows you to remove the I think it's chorus fruit. No, it's conduit. A conduit allows you to remove the... Yes, it's a conduit that allows you to remove the whole issue with the spawning conditions of the creature. So if we can get a conduit and use that, then we can remove a lot of the issues with everything there. I also got a few more spawn eggs while I was out exploring. These will be implemented into the mob farm. However, currently I don't have enough things to do that with. So for now, it's just being left as it is. Grab 2 sets of these. So I've done it to the piglins and bees already, and I went AFK while sitting in here to make sure that they run the entire time. So you may have seen I have a netherite pickaxe. That was something I crafted myself. This was something dropped by one of those nether knights in the fortresses. Trolls can spawn in here. A lot of them apparently. But here you can see with sugar, whenever I add sugar, that minimum spawn delay goes down by 10 ticks. So now I've moved it down to 20 ticks. And with the clock, I can move the max spawn delay down. And this can also go down to 20 ticks. So now every second that will be working, just like that. It speeds up the rate at which the farm works by a ton. Already have 3 wither skeleton skulls. You can tell a bunch of other stuff has been going in here because I need to get conduit to ignore the conditions of the spawner, and light is one of... No, actually I need a soul lamp to ignore the light. So soul lamps are also something I'll be having probably next episode. I'll have a few to use. They allow me to remove the conditions with light level. Spawners, depending on the creature, only work at certain lights. So a soul lamp can let me brighten up the entire room while not having the issues of the spawner not working. So then the spawner would work and we don't have all of this going on in the middle of it. But yes, as you can see, the iron golem spawner is not going to be working for a little while. The conduit requires 8 Nautilus shells and 1 Heart of the Sea. I have looked into it. Nautilus shells, we are in a version of Minecraft that the Nautilus itself does not spawn, so we can't get it that easily. However, you can get it from called Wandering Traders. You can get it from Wandering Traders or fishing. At some point, I'll probably try and get it from Wandering Trader. However, that's going to be our main issue, because Heart of the Seas, normally you can get them either by fishing, I believe, or by buried treasure. However, with one of the mods that we have, the Heart of the Sea is actually a lot easier to get. It just drops from a seahorse. That's it. A seahorse can drop Heart of the Sea. Killed quite a few and have 6 Heart of the Seas currently. So for now, that's the only thing holding us back is the Nautilus shells. Now to go through here, because it's spawning so fast, the lowered volume is kind of needed. But these have been working quite a lot. I've emptied these out a lot already. Show you the haul of gems that I have. So these have all pretty much dropped from this guy here. This is just here because I will die if I have it in my inventory. A bunch of these gems are just gonna keep coming in from this. However, besides that, we have also gotten a lot of gold. As you can see, 7,500 blocks of gold. Now in that quick moment, you might have also seen 1,200 netherite scraps. And if you kept looking beyond that while I was saying that, 400 netherite ingots. Now, this might seem like a lot, but we have a near unlimited amount of gold and a ridiculous amount of netherite scraps. Like, I don't know what to do with all these netherite scraps. I've considered just turning this off for now. There's an upgrade using Hypothesis to make that redstone controlled. It's just using a redstone comparator. I planned on using that for it, because currently it's getting a bit ridiculous. But anyway, next portion of what we're going to do is take these, if I can remember its recipe. Yes, a dragon bow. I did upgrade this and it has some good upgrades on it, but I mean enchantments, but I'm hoping the dragon bow will be better because it is normally a lot stronger. So let's go down to the enchantment table and just see how it goes. Besides that, you may have seen some upgrade templates. We're going to upgrade our main backpacks to work well. Power 3 and Breaking 3 and Flame. Not terrible. Slightly weaker, doesn't have the arrow piercing, but eventually it will be upgraded, because with Hypothesis next episode I do plan on also getting something to add more affixes to the items that I want them to be on. So until then, we're just gonna need to suck it up about it not having any affixes on it, but not that much of an issue. Besides that, next is upgrading the backpacks. So we're gonna use almost all of the backpacks in the inventory currently. There's the backpack for my... There's the blocks. There's the one that I will be wearing. I changed it out with the one that was normally right here, because it just makes more sense to have the one that has a bunch of useful upgrades on my back with the other items that are just useful and always on me. With that though, that is all of the netherite upgrade templates that we have. It turns out our most limiting factors currently are upgrade templates and diamonds. Diamonds cannot be dropped by any creature, unlike almost every other item, so it kind of leaves not much left to be done. I'm also going to be filling this with 4 sets of tools and weapons, that way it just helps to keep everything going. Well, I guess netherite has 1 extra slot to it. And let's move these down. Move these memory slots. There we go. These just make it so that any time a thing that has a memory slot gets put in, it just automatically goes to that said memory slot. Besides that, there's not much else we need to do for now, besides making some better armor. Using dragon scales for the armor. Helmets, boots, and leggings. They seem redundant to make an extra set, but I want a set that just is purely for the cosmetics, so that way it can't break. And then we have regular set. There we go. There is some loss from this thing not being equipped, including now can't use the elytra. However, it's not much of an issue. Still have flight either way. And if we need to, we can always just equip it. Besides that, it's just the only thing left is to actually go to the Twilight Forest dimension. Done some work here in the portal room. You don't know how the Twilight Forest dimension works though. What you gotta do is you gotta have a water source with grass blocks as the edge of the water source, and then you gotta throw a diamond in it when all the grass blocks have a flower on it. No matter what flower it is, as long as there's just some flower on it. Radiation 2 for quite a while. You don't need to specifically use any of these flowers. I believe any flower, including modded flowers, will work. And they don't need to be in any specific path either. It's again just something I tried doing. Where's diamonds? Right there, the middle one. Alright. Here we go. That is the Twilight Forest portal. The benefits of the netherite backpack though is, although it gets 1 extra row, and it also gets 2 extra upgrade slots. There. Now we can remove all of this. There. Now those have the memory slot of where they need to be. Now we won't be actually going to the Twilight Forest until Rothnado ends up hopping on. So I'll see you guys then. Alright, here we are. We have Rothnado here, and we're going to be going to the Twilight Forest dimension. Alright, you ready? This is the portal.
This is the portal?
Yes. Portal to the Twilight Forest.
Should we jump?
Yeah.
Yeah? Oh, yeah. Hello.
Hi.
It's like bathing. This is slow.
It is slow.
What's the flower?
Hmm?
What's the flower?
The flowers are required to make the portal. The flowers are required to make the portal.
It's required to make the portal.
Yes, you need a water source surrounded by flowers, and then you need to throw a diamond into it.
That's not that much.
No, it's not. It's pretty cheap. Anyway, hold on. I can get us to where the first boss is.
Nothing's loaded for me yet.
I know. Nothing's really loaded for me either. It's loading slowly, but I have something that searches for structures, so hold on.
Oh, blueberry bush. Oh, sweet. I got a blueberry. Do you want a blueberry?
No, I'm good. However, I know where the first boss is.
You can take my blueberry, though.
I have a compass that brings me to structures. Let's go.
I would just
so
you can take the blueberry.
I don't want the blueberry. I don't want the blueberry. I don't want the blueberry. I don't want
take the blueberry. I'm offended.
There you go. I took the blueberry. Anyway,
you threw it away.
If we go this way 240 blocks, we'll get to the Naga courtyard. That is the first boss.
Oh, there's a structure here. Is that where it came from?
Hmm?
This is where we came from, right here?
No, we came from the portal that was right over here. Actually, we should mark this down.
By using... How do I do that again? Oh no, I figured it out. I think it says portal. Yeah, it says portal now. See. Look at this golden apple I have.
Nice.
I don't know why I have it. I'm not gonna eat it.
I don't know why you have it either then.
There's just have a lot of gold, man.
Should we wait for things to load in before we go?
Nah.
Alright.
That won't crash. Now.
Then let's go.
Where'd you go?
Up.
You just fly. I can't
this
fly.
is acid rain.
This is acid?
Hold on. This little thing that was right behind you has a book that explains the place. Seems to be no way to protect myself from the acid from the toxic rainstorm surrounded the area. In a brief excursion, I have also encountered another protection spell similar to others. Witnessed the spell must be connected to the toxic storms in...
I can't even hide under cover.
Yeah, no, come out. It's the biome. So that just means that there's a boss in that biome. And the bosses in this mod are locked behind a progression system. So if you've not killed the previous boss, you can't get into the area for the next boss.
Oh, makes sense.
So that's a swamp that we will eventually probably need to get back to, but we need to go around it for now. Oh no, wait, that was the Highlands. Anyway, this way. Follow me.
This is a ram?
Ooh, yes.
It's a sheep.
No, it's a ram.
I know, but they just named it sheep. Byron, sheep, whatever. It's like they just added the horns to a sheep. They didn't want to make a ram. Oh, here's a structure.
Yes, this is the structure we need. We need to find the entrance.
I'll find it first.
Well, the Naga spawned in.
Good sir.
Also, I know that you do a lot of damage, but don't just kill it instantly.
I don't do that much damage.
I do, so I'm not going to be using my melee weapon.
How do I get in? It's not loaded yet. I'm stuck.
There's an entrance, I don't know where it is. Just keep going around, you'll eventually find it. I just flew over.
The entrance hadn't loaded yet. See a boss. No, I found a boss. Ow. I think it touched me. I'm not positive.
Yeah, it does a decent amount of damage.
What should I hit it with?
A bow or something, I don't know.
Do you have an arrow? Maybe one arrow.
This is also the easiest boss. Yes, I have an arrow. Here you go. Here's an arrow. No, hold on, I have magnetism on the arrows as well.
I got the arrow.
Okay.
I do like no damage to that bow.
Get a better bow. I crafted one out of dragon.
The bow is you crafted one out of dragon?
Yeah, I crafted one out of a dragon bone, and I enchanted it.
It's dead?
Yeah, I got it. It's right here. Its spawn stuff just came over here.
Where?
I got its drops.
What'd you drop?
Do I look good?
What do you have on?
Its head.
That's his head.
Yeah.
That's not at all what it looks like. It was green.
Yeah, that is green.
Green. Black thing on.
I don't know if you need to kill one or what, but for now we're just gonna look for the next place. All right. Now we gotta go back the way we came.
Where do we come?
So
Hello?
you gotta come over here.
I don't fly.
That's why I'm walking on the ground.
I don't know how you learned how to fly. I still haven't learned that.
I'm just better.
For what reason?
Anyway, you come this way. Now we need to go. No, we need to go
down.
No, I accidentally fell. We need to go this way. Do you see a structure in the distance? A sort of tower? No, I guess not, because it's even out of my regular render distance.
Just gonna make a run for it. Fuck, I fell. This.
Oh, wait, is this it? Yeah, we're here.
Well, I'm stuck.
We're here.
Okay, that's something loaded. Part of it's loaded.
Do you see particles? Okay, no, never mind. All good.
Ow, that hurt my feelings. It's been doing damage. Fuck, oh, I think it's you that's hurting my feelings. Let me What's with the
Stamina
chest?
essence for
I'll take last.
magic mirror.
I just made it last.
Goes to the spawn point if it's within 500 blocks.
Mirror on the wall. Oh, it's a skeleton.
Yes, because there's a spawner above us.
I like poison. What's this?
I went upstairs. There's a ladder right over here. Right here. Got that?
Hello? Are you muted?
Hello. No, I'm not.
Oh. I don't know why it stopped working. All I do is I literally change the speaker back and forth to the right one, and it works again.
I don't know what your issue is.
Because it says it's on the same speaker, and then it's not, and then I have to put too close or come from there. There's stuff in that.
There's some regeneration potions.
Like a regen potion. I mean, I don't take a lot of damage, but I don't think it's gonna come up.
I haven't taken any damage so far.
The only damage I've taken is you. Stuff in the ladder.
I'm just bad at the game. I don't know how to get down a ladder.
Well, I can't go down the ladder.
This is sad. Just move slightly. Oh my god. Arm of Life. Oh, blank magic map. This map lets you see the places where all creatures are, and even lets you see where the ones that were killed are. You there? You there?
Hello?
Yeah, what's up? Take a look at that.
Where are we supposed to go?
Take a look at that map that I just threw you.
That isn't helpful at all.
It is helpful. It doesn't help you with this area, but it tells you where all the bosses are in the area and even which ones have been killed already. We're supposed to go this way.
You not know where the boss is?
No, I know where the boss is.
We'll do an incantation.
I was just exploring for loot.
Ah. No. Please, I don't want to do this. No. Oh, he's gonna die.
Just go up the stairs and then we'll be there.
We're going up.
Just keep going up.
I got stuck. There's no stairs sometimes. I don't know if they're not there, they haven't loaded in. I don't feel like finding now.
Both.
Can't see both. Oh, I fell. Zombie my way.
Here, another chest, another magic mirror. Don't actually. Ooh, instant health. I do need that.
Fuck me, bro. It's so glitchy.
Where'd you get? Oh. Okay, where are you? So you gotta hit its ender pearls back at it. And when it appears, it will shoot ender pearls at you. You gotta hit the thing at the one with shields.
Hit the one with shield.
Yeah, you gotta hit the ender. You gotta. It's like a fireball from a ghast.
I'm just taking damage here, man. Ow, you threw an ender pearl at me.
Sorry, it definitely wasn't on purpose. I almost hit it once. You can't kill it until its health is gone. I mean, its shield is gone. I got one of its shield. I got another shield. Damn it, I missed.
That's working.
You just gotta do it properly. So you can see which one will shoot an ender pearl, I think, by the particles. Yeah. So you can see which one's gonna shoot an ender pearl by the particles. Those with red particles in their hands will shoot a fireball. Those with blue particles will shoot an ender pearl. Got another shield.
A shield?
Yeah. Got another shield. Another shield.
He like teleports away.
Got the last shield. Shoot him. Shoot him. That's why I didn't want you fighting him with your fist.
Alright. What's that?
The Lich King's crown. And there's the loot. Why are you giving me all the trash?
I'm helping out.
Okay, there we go. On to the next boss. It dropped a scepter that shoots those ender pearls at people.
Oh, nice.
And it also dropped this.
What? What'd you drop?
The head.
He's
This.
still wearing the same thing. It's not changing for me. You have the visual thing on. Oh, there you go. Nice.
Alright, let's go. Actually, it's easier to just break out. We're at really high altitude and whatnot.
You see water?
Alright. Well, hold on. Hold on. Because we can figure out where we're going to go before we jump off. Layer. Alright. We're going to... You there? We're going to go in that direction. Straight ahead from where I'm looking.
Oh, no, you kicked me off.
Alright, here we are. We're almost here. The next boss is called the Hydra. No, never mind. I'm wrong. It's not the Hydra.
Oh.
Wait, are
What are you
you?
doing? What?
Is it the Hydra?
Stop. It's a little demon.
Okay, no, it's not the Hydra. We need to first go to the mazes. Come this way.
You want the book?
No, I already know where to go. This way.
Fallen. Not so raw. Where this way? This way?
Over here. This mountain right here.
Oh,
This is called the maze. This is one of our objectives.
wonder what?
One of the objectives. I'm trying to get something called an uncrafting table.
Yeah, that hurt.
Yeah, imagine taking fall damage. Anyway. There's quite a few different... we need to find the next hole in the floor to try and get down. Be careful of any chests. They can be trapped and have a lot of
Break again. Why do these keep breaking? The hell is that? Hey, knock it off. That's not cool.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
So we need to find the path downward, but be careful of any chests because they can be trapped, and if they're trapped, they might explode a lot. Also, do not get in front of the other one fighting because we both do a lot of damage.
On the other hand, I do what I want. Oh. Ah, do it with me. It's dark.
Here, hold on, here you go. Here's another one.
Is it what?
It dropped a spawn egg, so I just spawned it on you.
Oh, thank you. It's so nice of you guys. Yeah.
Welcome.
Oh. You do a cursing spell too. Your name sounds like a wizard.
It comes from a dragon.
I know it's from D&D.
Yeah.
We keep running. Going. We started here, no?
No. So be careful with these, they might be trapped with TNT.
Should I kill this guy?
Yes.
Grab it really quick, or should I?
Do not open the chests. There was a lot of TNT down here. Now you're good to open them.
50-50 chance I can open them.
You can open them now.
That is milk bucket. None of this is good. What's red thread?
What's what?
I got a firefly.
Nice.
I have red thread. You press U, right?
You.
Red thread can be used to craft traveler's goggles. Don't know what that is. Let's go. I like the firefly. Can I put the firefly in my offhand?
Yes.
I can.
Hold on a moment, I'm just grabbing myself some more arrows.
Oh. Yeah, God, I did. I'm gonna throw some stuff in a random backpack. I can't remember which one's my random backpack. Which was it?
The boss room will be behind fences, so that's what we're looking for. Just ignore them. here is the reason for getting charms. Anyway, I've been silent for long enough. So the way that the Twilight Forest works is that there's a bunch of there's a bunch of different bosses that you need to try and get through, and each of the bosses drop a decent amount of loot. They all have their own specific types of loot. Like the Lich dropped a bunch of, well, the Lich dropped his scepter. The Naga dropped its scales. With those scales you can make armor. In here we get something, we get a few things. The boss is called, okay, that scared me. The boss is called, never mind, I had a reason to be scared. The boss is called, I believe, a Minotaur. The Minotaur can cause a lot of damage with their charging attacks. Although I doubt there's going to be much issue with that, because kind of have a lag issue. As you can tell, the server does not really like the Twilight Forest dimension. So it's kind of a struggle to deal with all of this. However, we did get one of the items that we're here for. I got something called a maze map focus. That is used to create a uncrafting table, which allows you to use experience points. In return, any item you can put into the uncrafting table. Any item you can put into the So he's gonna need to hop off because doing something he's doing later today. If obviously no one knows because I haven't said anything about it, but I'm currently recording this on Valentine's Day, so he's gonna need to hop off for that. But let's see. We're gonna keep going, trying to find that boss room. This boss will drop beef stroganoff, which is a good food source, as well as his weapon, which I think allows you to charge. At this stage that we're at, it's not that helpful to me. However, the main reason for coming to this area is actually something called the maze map focus. The maze map focus allows you to, I think one of them just dropped, yeah. Maze map focus allows you to get the uncrafting table. The uncrafting table lets you turn any item into its base components. I plan on using that for a bunch of our diamond gear, because as I've already said, diamond seems to be our most limiting factor. So I want to use all of our diamond gear to try and get more diamonds. It's also just helpful for a bunch of other things. Anything that you don't want, you can just turn back into resources. So it's nice and useful to deal with any issues like that. Besides that, we will probably be fighting the Hydra as well. That will probably be where we end up leaving off. The Hydra is in that fiery area we just were in before we came here. The Hydra, like in mythologies or whatever, the more damage you deal to it, the more heads it will acquire. Starts off with, I believe, 500 health, which is more than, I think it's actually equal to that of the the Wither and the, I think it's equal to that of the Wither and also the Ender Dragon combined. As you can see, there's a bedrock layer, so there's no cheating this by digging down through the place. I need to keep trying to find the exit. Well, not exit. I need to keep trying to find the top. Or not even top. I can't speak right now. Find the boss room. Yeah, that's the one. Until we do, I think I'm gonna make another jump cut. Because there's not much interesting that's gonna be happening. It's only just gonna be me running around here with torches, marking everywhere I've been. As you can tell, the server does not really like the Twilight Forest dimension. If you play this mod pack on your own, which currently the link has not been working, I understand that. I'm trying to get it fixed. I just need to get some stuff working with CurseForge, but it should be up soon. However, if you play this on your own, the Twilight Forest dimension shouldn't be as laggy as it is right now. The server is only run with like 6 gigabytes of RAM, which if you can't run that much for the game itself, that is still fine. The server typically requires a little more, I believe. When I was playtesting the mod pack, I could run it with 4 gigabytes of RAM, so if anyone is interested in the server, you should be able to play it. Yeah, anyway, I will see you guys when we reach the boss room. Alright, so we gotta approach this from a different direction, or I can try and see if I can just break right through. I'm not sure if there's bedrock encasing the entire thing or just the flooring. We're gonna see in a moment. Right now. So we could just break right through, and here's the boss room. There's the boss spawner. Thankfully, since we have our charms, the creeper will not bother us at all. Alright, there we go. So I think these creepers, even if I shoot them, yeah, so no matter what I do to the creeper, it will never attack me anymore. Which is nice. Diamond Minotaur Axe, extra damage while charging. So what we need though is this beef stroganoff. When we eat this, now when we go back to the Hydra's mountainous area, we will not have any of that fiery particles and whatnot there, and we should just be able to enter easily. Traveler's goggles. Alright, let's see. Don't want that. Alright, I'm gonna head back to the surface. I'll see you guys when I get there, and then we're gonna fight the Hydra. And then I'm not sure what we're gonna do from there. That might be all we have time for. It might not be. Let's see. Alright, we're back. Now here's the surface. Finally back after a little while, but now we shouldn't be getting burned when we head over there by the Hydra. This is the Hydra's nest right there. But as you can tell, the scenery here in Twilight Forest is quite amazing. There's giant redwood trees, I believe they are. There's a lich tower. There should be another one over there or over there. Yeah, right there. The way that it's all procedurally generated, when there's like one of these, there's 4 of those mazes. Then by the mazes, there's these, or these, which I believe are like mining caves. I'm really sure. I believe that's another Naga. And then for there, actually, there's a giant cloud. Other stuff. Those are also some interesting bosses. That's the reason why we have such lag. We're at the position negative 17,000. But anyway. And yeah, we're not catching on fire this time, which is a good thing. That means that we did it correct. That is the Hydra. It's actually immune to, so. Alright, now I think it has 300 health actually, which is less than I thought it had. And it seems to make it so that I don't do too ridiculous damage. I just need to attack faster. There's a lot of interesting ores in here as well. There's a lot of iron, a lot of coal. Copper, I see. I don't see anything else in here. Oh, never mind. I see diamonds at the floor. Anyway, kill this. And now let's collect those diamonds, because they're extremely useful. And let's see, any more diamonds? More iron. I don't think there's any more diamonds. Oh! So that was an interesting thing. That was because of Scavenger. I think I've already explained this before, but the way Scavenger works is that it allows the possibility for an extra loot table to be dropped. So what happened there is it activated and dropped the extra loot table to have these drop again. So there's both the ones that dropped for the chest and the extra loot table that dropped for the scavenger. But I think what we need to do next to unlock the next place is just eat some of these Hydra chops. Not entirely sure, but I don't think we're going to be going to the next place. That's where we're going to get it off here in the Twilight Forest. So until next time, I believe this is all we're going to have for timing. So I'll see you guys again. This has been Ride. And in the next episode, we're going to start off crafting the uncrafting table. And I'll show you guys how it works with some diamond things. Fire jets, those might be nice to have. But yeah, until then, I'll see you guys soon. Have a good day. And that's it. See ya.